You know, every once in a while, the internet just drops a real puzzle in your lap, something that pops up out of nowhere, and there are just no easy answers. Well, this is definitely one of those times. It all kicks off with this super cryptic YouTube video, and you won't believe this, a single really bizarre line of text.
Okay, get ready for this. It says, "In time, oh, let and meet heat, as they get the pain, foreign Rosa, Nirvana live in concert." I know. What was that, right? You heard it correctly. It sounds like complete gibberish, but I'm pretty sure it's intentional gibberish. And get this, that's the only thing in the description of this mystery video. But if you look closely, a few words kind of jump out. Pain, Nirvana, concert.
So yeah, what was that? It's definitely not a typo. No way. This is our first real clue. Think of it like a breadcrumb, one that's meant to lead us down a very, very interesting rabbit hole. And look, as weird as that jumble of words is, believe me, it has nothing on the title of the video itself. The title, that's where this mystery really starts to get good. All right, so this brings us right to the enigma at the heart of it all. This truly bizarre announcement. Okay, here's the title in all its glory. You've got this phrase, Batman Gevid Mahatya, and then right after it, Nirvana the trailer, and finally the year 2026. So we've got a mix of languages, different ideas, and honestly, on the surface, none of it seems to make any sense together, at all. So what do? Let's do what we do best. Let's break this thing down piece by piece and figure out what this title is really trying to tell us. All right, first things first. That initial phrase, Batman Gevid Mahatya, that's actually in Sinhala. And when you translate it, you get something pretty fascinating. It means Batman's doctor, or maybe even Batman's healer, right? Batman and a doctor. Not two things you typically put together in a sentence. So that leaves us with our three main puzzle pieces, right? We have Batman's doctor, the word Nirvana, and the year 2026. So a superhero's healer, a state of ultimate spiritual peace, and a date in the future. The big question is, what in the world connects all of these? I mean, seriously, how do these things fit together? It feels totally random. But to find the logic, you have to ask the number one question in any kind of investigation, right? Who's behind it all? Who's the author? And that question, that leads us to the one piece of context that changes everything. Because the person who made this video, it's not just some random YouTuber, and it's definitely not a Hollywood movie studio. The channel actually belongs to a man named Upal Shantasanaskala, and just knowing that name completely reframes this entire puzzle. See, he's not a movie director. He's a very well-known Sri Lankan author, a philosopher, and a public intellectual. And that is the absolute key here. This means we're not looking at a trailer for some big Hollywood movie. This isn't the next Batman film from DC, okay? Knowing who made it, we are almost certainly looking at a teaser for some kind of artistic or literary or even a philosophical project. Okay, so now that we have that crucial bit of context, now we can actually start connecting these dots that seemed so random before. We can start to build a real theory out of all these clues. So let's try this. What if we stop looking at these as literal things and start looking at them as symbols? Think about it. What is Batman? He's a symbol of modern angst, right? He's defined by his trauma. He's always searching for justice in this messed up world. And the doctor? Well, that's probably not a medical doctor, but a symbol for healing, for philosophy, or psychological insight. And Nirvana? That's the big one. In Buddhist philosophy, that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? That state where you're finally free from all suffering. When you put it all together like that, it leads you to this one central idea. The title isn't about characters in a story. It's about a process. It's describing a philosophical journey. And you can almost see this journey playing out in 3 acts. Step 1, you start with trauma, with that modern struggle, symbolized by Batman. Step 2, you go through a healing process, maybe through philosophy. That's the doctor. And the final step, the destination, that's achieving enlightenment, or nirvana. It's a path from pain to peace. So with that date, 2026, on the horizon, let's just quickly recap everything we've pieced together from these really cryptic clues. All right, so here's our case file. We've got this bizarre title, Batman's Doctor. We have that scrambled message that mentions pain and nirvana. We know the creator is a philosopher, not a filmmaker. And all of that points to this central theme, a journey from trauma to enlightenment, which leaves us with just one final solid clue.
2026. That's not just a random year. It's a deadline. It's a promise. It's the year that this whole philosophical project, whether it's a book or a series of talks or maybe even an art installation, who knows, is going to be fully revealed. So something that started out as just a nonsensical YouTube title now looks like it could be a really profound announcement. Could it be a kind of roadmap for how to deal with modern suffering, a deep dive into healing our collective trauma? I guess we'll see. The full story, it seems, is waiting for all of us in 2026.